Weekend, guys. Happy weekend, guys. Thank you very much for joining us on the platform today once again. I hope you've been enjoying your weekend. Thank you so much. I am really very sorry that we couldn't have the session last weekend. It was as a result of a situation beyond our control, but really we are back and back for good. Yeah, welcome back to Say Matters with Roy. It's still your favorite YouTube channel for learning, relearning, and unlearning about different aspects of life matters. Thank you so much. So today we have a very, very special session. And our guest for today is ready and willing to answer your questions. So if you can see me well, if you can hear me audibly, don't hesitate to say hello to me in the comment section. Also, if there is anyone you know around you that needs to also join this session, needs to learn as well from today's session, don't hesitate to share the video with them. And possibly, if you won't be able to watch right now, you can as well watch the replay. Anytime you'll be watching this video, don't hesitate to say hello to me in the comment section, and you can as well drop your questions, your concerns concerning the topic of discussion today. So, without wasting much of our time, I'll be welcoming our guest very, very soon. Stay tuned. Don't go away. It's still Say Matters with Roy. And possibly our guest speaker is around and is available now. Yeah. Thank you very much for joining us on the platform today. We are really very grateful. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thanks for doing this with us. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for the willingness to share with us. Thank you very much, sir. So, our facilitator for today, who is no other person but Mr. Emmanuel Ojah. Yeah! Very much. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so without wasting much of our time, let me briefly introduce Mr. Emmanuel to you once again. Like you will see on the screen, Mr. Emmanuel is a research associate at Tulane University, Orleans, Louisiana, USA. Yeah, he's an international speaker. He's a seasoned coach. Oh my God, he's just loaded. And one of his passion is pursuing excellence. He's also an impactful coach. This is one of his passion as well, and he has some awards to himself. So, you know what? Let me leave the floor for him. So, welcome on board, sir. You can take over.
Oh, thank you so much. And I mean, it's a great privilege to be here today. And I've been looking forward to this section where I would be able to share my thoughts with people all over the world. And I also appreciate what you are doing because it's been a source of impact, affecting lives, affecting people in all areas of life, academics, health, marriage, and all that. So we really, really appreciate you for what you are doing.
Thank you very much, sir.
Like you said, my passion is in academic excellence, how people could, thrive and how people could make it and excel academically. So I'm just here.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, we can't hear you. We can't hear you
Okay,
clearly.
I think I was muted.
All right,
So
okay.
I wish to share some proven secrets for academic excellence and also gaining international recognition. So without much ado, I'll be sharing my screen. Okay. Okay, sorry about that.
It's okay, no
Okay,
problem.
right. So it's all about academic excellence, how we could improve on our international recognition, how we could you know move and rise above all forms of limitation and all that. I'm finding it difficult to share my screen at the moment, but I think I can go on with my presentation, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You can go ahead. Possibly
Okay.
in the course of the discussion, you will get through with it. We are really so sorry for that.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, so the title of what we'll be talking about today is building a great academic profile in the 21st century. And
Mm.
the aim of today's session is to see how to explore, current, strategy for building a great academic profile. And the question I wish to throw to everyone is that, beyond the classroom experience, beyond the knowledge you have, beyond the first class, beyond the 2-1, what other experiences do you have as an individual? It is very, very important. In fact, I remember the question a professor, asked me several years ago when I finished my undergraduate. He said to me, he said, Emmanuel, after this your degree, after you are done with this degree, just imagine I take away your certificate from you, what else can you do?
Hmm.
So it is very, very interesting, that and very, very important that we develop good skills apart from just the certificate will have and all that. It's good to have good grades, but we want to look at proven strategies for improving on our academic visibility. So the first thing we want to look at is
Yeah, you can start
leadership.
sharing your screen. You can try sharing your screen again.
Okay, okay, should all right. Oh, perfect.
Okay.
I think I have it now. All
Yeah.
right. Can you see that?
Yes. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, perfect. So, is it showing in full?
Almost.
Okay.
Very soon
What
we're going to
about
have the
now?
full screen. Very soon we'll be having the full screen.
Okay. All right. So, uh, we want to look, like I said initially, we want to look at building a great, academic profile. And like I said, the aim of the session is to explore, current strategy for boosting our academic profile. And like I said, we are looking at proven strategies beyond, the classroom experience we had. And the first set of skills we need to get to boost our academic visibility, our international recognition, is to develop leadership skills. And at one point or the other in our point or the other. So, and if you don't have leadership experience, of course, I'm going to also explain some ways you could improve on your leadership experiences. Also, there's also need for internship. Have opportunities for internship where you get trained. There's also need for professional experience and also volunteer experience. These are very important when you want to apply for opportunities, when you want to reach out for certain job offers and all that. So there are ways you can get leadership experience. Actually, you can even get involved with local non-profit organizations, and for example, if you are passionate about child rescue or let's say preserving natural resources, you could join some you know non-profit organizations that exist. Also, you can also find a position of mentoring someone. It could be a youth, it could be a child, it could be anybody. So you could mentor an individual. You could also take professional development class. You can also be the founder of something. You can commit yourself to a big, or even it can be a small personal project. All these are ways of gaining leadership experiences, because in the international scene, people are not just interested in your academic performance alone. They want to know your leadership experiences, because that tells a lot in your ability to approach a lot of situations. So, and we also see, like I said, volunteer experience is also very, very important. And this profile, it's a way of providing a sense of purpose. It also helps to provide a sense of community. It also helps to broaden your network. I'll be talking a lot about networking later. And it also helps to increase your self-esteem, social skills, and it also provide job prospects, because people know that if you are committed to volunteering, you will also be committed to the job offer or whatsoever you are giving. So the next, which is very important, is networking. You need to form a formidable network. If you are into research, you need to form a formidable network with researchers. If you are into business, you need to form a formidable network with business people and all that. So wherever you find yourself, you have to look for like minds, people you could network with in order to affect lives. So I published this paper. I just want to express the power of networking. I published this paper in Sevilla, and I could tell you that these people I published with, I've not seen them before. But it's all the power of networking, reaching out to somebody, what is going on over here, and then like we are assessing the percentage, the health risk assessment of some polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. And this was carried out in the southeastern part of Nigeria. And I mean, we just formed the network and we got this publication. Also, I have this which also was a product of networking with people. So we can't undermine the power of networking, wherever you are, whatsoever may be, your circle. So also, in building a strong network, you need to pay attention, and you need to also focus on the right people. Most people, they waste time focusing on the wrong set of people. For example, you are into business, and then you are focusing on academics, or you are in academics, you are focusing on people in business. That is not really good. So there is need to focus on the right people. That helps to build a network. Also, you should also become a connector. Like, you need to connect to people and form that formidable network. It will go a long way in helping you. Also, always remember to reconnect. If you've met people some years back, some 2 years back, some 3 years back, there's need for you to reconnect to them, and also use social network. So the next thing I want to talk about that helps you are beyond your academics is your social capital. Your social capital is very, very important. And one of the ways of increasing your social capital is by being strategic, and also network proactivity. 21st century, like we tagged the topic of what we are doing today. And the power of the 21st century lies in social networking. So for you to really make impact in the academic scene, in whatsoever field you are, there is need for you to improve on your social capital. So there is need for you to set aside dedicated time. It could be a week, it could be each day, it could be a month, to develop your network. You also need to keep in touch with former colleagues and alums. Also, you need to focus your social media network to what you are doing. If you are a business oriented person, you focus your social media on business. If you are academic, your social media should also be streamlined in the same fashion. Oh, there's also need for goal setting. You need to set strategic goals in whatsoever you are doing. You know, goal setting helps to trigger new behavior. It also makes you to be, intentional about a lot of things. It helps you to guide your focus and help to sustain that your momentum in life. So for example, if you look at this year, we are already in February, and before you know, the year will run to an end. So there's
Mm.
always need for you to set goal, weekly. It could be daily, it could be weekly, it could be, monthly, but there should be statutory goal setting. It will help you to, achieve a lot of things. So apart from that, there's we have what we call academic publishing, because we are talking about academic recognition and all that today. So there's need for you to publish paper. It could be a product of an experimental research, it could be a review article. So there's need for you to also pay attention to this, because it increases your visibility. For example, if you type your name on Google, what are you going to see? What are the content you are going to see? So it is expected that if you're an academic, people should see a product of your research. If people want to employ you in the international scene, for example, they just go on Google and try to search your name and see the content. If you want to be employed for an academic job, for example, the only proof to show you are qualified for those cases is to check online, to check different network, for example, to check your H index, to check your Scopus index, to check Google Scholar and the Web of Science, to actually see your level of visibility. So academic publishing is also one very important key, aspect that helps to boost your academic scene. So for example, in 20, and there must be an extent of creativity in whatsoever you are doing, be it academic and whatsoever you are doing, especially in publishing. If you are not creative, then you will not be able to make a lot of impact. For example, in 2020, there was the coronavirus, and a lot of labs were locked, experiments were not going on and all that. But there is something you could do. If you are in phytochemistry, for example, there's need for you to review some articles. If you are in computational science, there's need for you to review articles on the coronavirus or what is going on at the moment. For example, I did this, and on the coronavirus, this is one, this is another, and I cannot really tell you now the type of opportunity these two articles opened up for me. So apart from that, it is very important to attend academic conferences, because this is the platform where you get to see a lot of people in the same field. You get to see a lot of people of like minds. You get to see a lot of people to collaborate with, and this will help in building a formidable network. So there's need for you, let's say once in a year, or over a period of time, you look for time to attend academic conferences where you discuss issues. It will help to improve on your productivity. It
Yeah.
will go a
So
long way in helping you. Okay.
sorry, just a brief one. We can see we you're not scrolling up the slides.
Okay.
We've only been seeing the cover page.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah,
I
we
was
you
seeing,
can scroll you can
I
scroll from
was
the first screen. Yeah, then you
oh,
can make it the yeah, you can make it to be on the full screen.
okay. But is there a change now?
Yes, yes, yes.
You can see it now.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I wanted to make it full, so I was seeing it here, and probably, enjoying myself here. Anyway, but I could just run through. I could run through it again.
Okay.
Just some things. Okay, this was the question I asked. Beyond the
Yeah.
classroom, what do you do? And I talked about leadership experiences, internship, professional volunteer experience,
Mm.
and also ways to gain leadership experiences. We talked about the benefits of
Volunteering.
volunteering, and also forming formidable network with people, networking. And I also showed some of my products of networking. Then we talked about building strong network, where we talked about, focusing on the right set of people, and also becoming a connector, and using social network. And this will help in building your social capital. We also talked about goal setting, that it helps to trigger, new behavior, and it helps you to focus and sustain the momentum in life, to sustain focus. Then we talked about academic publishing. It could be a review article. It could be an experimental research. It also helps to improve on your visibility. Then I got to academic
Academic conference.
conferences, where I said it is important to attend academic conferences. It could be in your locality, it could be, an international conference, it could be a local conference, and it could even be a conference that is online. So there are lots of conferences you can reach out to and attend. Like me, as a matter of principle, I try to at least attend the conference in every quarter of a year. Although now it's very difficult to keep up with because of my work, research, and all that. But it's always good to set a target that, let's say, in 6 months I will attend a conference. Then the next thing I want to talk about is mentorship. Yeah, for you to really, climb so high and to soar high, you need a mentor. You need mentorship. There's someone who can, guide you where you are finding so difficult, or where you are, experiencing difficulty. There's someone who had already passed through that stage, so the person could just tell you, this is what you are supposed to do, that is what you are supposed to do. So we all need mentorship. In academic, we need mentorship. I'm not talking about supervisors. It could be your supervisors anyway, yeah. And we all need to know the difference between a supervisor, an advisor, and a mentor. Yeah, a mentor is someone that goes beyond just your academic work. A supervisor just tells you, okay, what do you have there? Have you submitted your chapter 1 and 2? He reviews it, or she reviews it, and all that. But a mentor, you know, actually goes beyond that to see how to make you grow, to see how you go, to make you go, even higher than he or she. So mentorship is very important. And I discovered that in the 21st century, most people are not interested in mentorship. And
Mm.
even if they are interested in mentorship, their source of mentorship is wrong, because they seek for mentors maybe on social media, where they are not really able to. Yeah, it's good to have mentors on social media, but I'm talking about mentors where you have to meet with them maybe at least once in 2 weeks, once in a month, and all that, to have contact with them, and people you could be accountable to in terms of your academic progress or whatsoever you are doing. So if you don't have a mentor, I know you find one. I know you have a mentor, right? Yes. So mentorship is very, very important. So, and you know, there are a lot of mentors, right? But
Mm.
you want to have a kind of ideal mentor, one who provides guidance, one who motivates you, one who gives emotional support, and who is a role model. Someone you can, consciously follow the path, he has trod. And I mean, someone who has sufficient experiences. Of course, there are some people that have mentors that they are even knowledgeable than. That's wrong. That's not a mentor. That's a mentee, actually. Yeah. So you want to have a mentor that provides guidance. You want to have a mentor that motivates you, that gives you emotional support. If you have, for example, an advisor that just tells you, okay, do this, do that. And when you have, let's say, emotional issues, or probably when you even have financial challenges, or when you have, issues generally they cannot attend to, it's not very good. And I know most of us will have spiritual mentors, but
Sure.
apart from spiritual mentors, you need to have, academic
Academic.
mentors. Yeah, you need to have um, um, business mentors and whatsoever it is. The reason why I'm saying this is, if you have, for example, a spiritual mentor, he will advise you maybe on the Bible. Let's open to Philippians chapter this and all that. Yeah, you know that type of thing. But we are talking about people who, for example, if you're an academic, they could guide you on the academic line. Of course, we have people who could combine both. For example, my PhD advisor, in a way, is also my spiritual mentor, because if there are issues, he will say, Emmanuel, let us pray about it. Can we pray about it? Can we pray? So, yeah, of course, we have situations where your academic mentor is also your spiritual mentor and all that. So, before I wrap up this section, I just want to bring out some inspiration from some quotes that, these quotes have really helped me in time past. And one of it is, success is no accident. You don't get success by accident. Yes, in science we say most research breakthrough were as a result of maybe some sort of mistakes or whatsoever, like the discovery of penicillin and a lot of antibiotics and all that. Some people just did some culture, but I mean, before they could do that breakthrough, they were carrying out research, active research, right?
Mm.
So success is no accident. You don't get success by accident. It is a product of conscious, persistent work. So success needs work. So you need to put in the right effort. It is hard work. It is perseverance. It is learning. It is threshing, it is grinding, it is studying, it is sacrifice. And most of all, you have to love what you are doing. You have to love what you are learning. Because if you don't have the interest, most it is very, very common that just, if you ask most people, why are you going to school? Yeah, they are going to school because they want to get a job. They are going to school because they want to get a livelihood, but that's the wrong motive, because it won't take you so far. I tell you that if you don't have the right threshold frequency of motivation, you don't really love what you are doing, you are going to crash down. Because I know the number of times for the past few days I've said, I don't want to be a professor again because it's stressful. After you've done, 8 experiments and it failed, you calculate the number of time. Okay, I run some experiments for, let's say, 5 days. Some takes, 7 days, and a product of 7 days just failed like that. So I'll be like, no, 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 I don't want to do this anymore and
It
all
can
that,
really be
because it's
frustrating.
stressful. So, but what keeps you going is you love what you are doing, and you know too well that someday you are going to make a good breakthrough in what you are doing. So that keeps you going. Then another thing I want to say is that another word of inspiration is, success all depends on the second leader, you. It depends on you. So if you want to succeed, you have to work on yourself. A lot of people find it difficult to, succeed in life because they don't want to work on themselves. They are lazy. There's an adage from in my when I was small, my mom used to do a lot of that adage, that a lazy man will even find it difficult to put food in his mouth. And I hear a lot of people saying that, I mean, outside the country, it is easier, life is less stressful and all that. I want to ask you now, is it less stressful? Yeah, you face more
No,
stress.
No.
Yeah. So, it is even more, stressful here. So, I mean, we should always learn to kick out laziness, be strong, and have the doggedness and have the determination to make it. And then the next inspiration is do it now. Sometimes later becomes never.
Never.
I remember at some point when I was to start my PhD program and all that, I was so confused because I had a lot of things to do. I was thinking of job, I was thinking of a lot of stuffs and all that. But I remember a particular one of my mentors I met. He told me something. He said, "Do it now because later may never come." So whatsoever you are doing now, this is the right time to do it. So you do it now because sometime later never comes. So don't procrastinate, always be determined. And then finally, success is normally found in a pile of mistakes. I was told the story of I've forgotten the name now, this famous man that discovered electricity. Yeah, I was told that he was living in a, is it 2 or 3 story building?
Oh, Isaac
But
Newton.
yeah, yeah, it should be him. Yeah, I was told that the he, after doing work in the research, he would just throw out the trash through the window. He would throw it out through the window. I was told
Oh,
that the
Albert
heap,
Einstein.
yeah, I was told that the heap got to a point that it was almost reaching the window, like from the floor to the building and all that. A lot of failed experiments and all that, but we are all enjoying electricity today. If you had not discovered electricity, I don't know, maybe we will be doing night vigil every day at night and all that. So success is normally found in a pile of mistake. You may have failed, but that is not an end, it is just a bend. Note in your life when you experience an end and when you are experiencing a bend. So in most cases, what we define as an end is just a bend. So we need to really be dogged. If there's anything you need to take home today, is that you need to be dogged. You need to be determined. I remember, was it in 20? I was just examining myself between 2018 and 2020. I had applied for a lot of stuff. I applied for fellowship programs. I applied for doctoral programs. I applied for even postdoctoral programs and all that. And I got far over 200 rejections. I don't know. It could be up to 400, 500 and all that. But, you keep pressing because it's going to come someday. So I don't know who is listening to me now, but you need to be dogged. Forget about the mistakes of the past. Forget about, the rejections, the denial of the past. Your success is near. Thank you so much for holding
Wow.
on and that. Yeah, thank you so much.
Wow, wow, wow. I've really learned. I really learned a lot personally. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, like you
Thank
said,
you so much.
if you don't like what you're doing, then you get
Yeah,
frustrated. Yeah, you will definitely get frustrated. But when the
yeah,
interest is there, when you're interested in, these days,
yeah.
some don't even want to go to school. They
Sure.
they only want they only go to school because, oh, my dad wants me to go to school. And actually, after getting to school, they have their own choice, of course. They know,
Yeah,
okay, this is actually what I want to do. For example, a child who wants to study medicine, but the father wants him to study law, and then there's a conflict of interests. So
yeah,
such a child would definitely get frustrated along the way. But if it is something he's interested in doing, even days when he doesn't have food to eat, he still finds it easy to study. Days when he doesn't even understand what he's studying, he still find it interesting because that interest in him keeps pushing him. So whatever it is, whether business, whether academics, or anything you want to do, just ensure that you are interested in whatever you are doing. So, and like you also say, oh my god, I really learned a lot. Your interest and then the connection, you cannot stand alone, because nobody succeeds alone. So you need to at least network, connect with others who also share your interest. It will really help you, because the environment you are also helps you on your journey. Thank you very much, sir. Not to talk
Thank you so
not to talk
much.
so much again.
Thank you
Thank you
so
very
much.
much, sir.
Yeah,
We really appreciate it. Thanks for joining us on the platform
yeah,
today.
it's been a
And
section.
and to all our viewers out there, whether you're watching now or you'll be watching the replay, uh, don't forget whatever your concerns are. Maybe you have questions or you want to make contributions. It's okay, no problem. Then, if there's anybody who also really benefits greatly from this discussion, don't hesitate to share the video with them. Don't hesitate to also drop your comments, so that they can more people can also get to see this video. All right, sir, before you go, what will be your words for people who will be watching this video?
Oh, great. So, my word for as many that are watching this video is that you need the right quantum of determination to get to where you need to get to. And what I want to say is never give up. You are not a product of accident. There is a height you need to get to, and where you get to is a function of how determined you are. Somebody over there may be discouraged at the moment. I've tried a lot of things, I've done a lot of things, but things are not just working out. And probably you are even looking around to friends and saying, so person has made it, this person is there, another person is there, and why am I here? You could also be saying that I was even the best student in my class when we graduated, but some other people are even making they are making it more than I did. Some are graduated, you know, at the back of the class, but they are making it now. Just be patient with yourself. You need patience, you need determination. Steadily, gradually, you get to where you need to get to. So I'm very sure I'm going to meet you at the top. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. So, to all our viewers out there, we'll be continuing this series next weekend by God's grace. So, don't forget, if you are yet to subscribe to the channel, just ensure you do so, and also turn on your notification button, so that anytime we go live, you will be notified. And then you can also get to uh learn, relearn, and unlearn from the content you'll be getting from this channel. Don't forget to share the video, share it with others, and whenever you'll be watching the video, also drop your comments. I'll really appreciate it. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us today on the live stream session from Ginseng Matters with Roy. It's still your favorite YouTube channel where you can learn, relearn, and unlearn. Till I come your way again, it's still your favorite presenter, Roy. All right, thank you very much, sir. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. All right, bye
Yeah.
for now.
Bye.